What's going on? This is BBSP, and I wanted to touch on this topic real quick. Just real quick. Another video here. As you all know, the NBA bubble has started and everything. What was it? Last Thursday. And it's been a lot of teams that they play. Some are playing okay, others are struggling, others are just really not that acclimated. Some of them just there, just to take up space. Some of them are there, just to waiting for the playoffs. Others are fighting for the playoffs to get into the playoffs. Portland is one game out. Memphis is trying to get in there, trying to hold on. And New Orleans Pelicans is probably trying to get in there. You know what I mean? But one thing I do notice,
the network more people rely on.
Might be just for me. I think just the Lakers right now. They really haven't looked so great out the gate.
Big role in the Pelicans' win last game against the Grizzlies.
They really haven't been so great out the gate.
23 points, 7 rebounds, and ties career
as far as like being that team that they were before the stop and everything, before everything went to a halt. They were basically winning a whole lot of games. Basically they were on a pace to possibly win 60 games. They're like, 51-15 right now, 50-60, I'm not sure.
The longest stretch that he has been
on
the floor here in Orlando.
Yeah, they had 2 signature wins before the
he was really happy just to be out
before the game. Stoppage due to the pandemic. They were beat the Bucks and Clippers back to back, the two other strong contenders in the league. But I feel like, I don't know, man. They're just going through the motions right now, the Lakers, or there's some real glaring problems right now, particularly with LeBron. He's been, I don't know, man. I can't put my finger on it, man. He really hasn't been that great coming out the box, coming out the gate. He really hasn't been that great. Now, I don't know. I mean, at this point, you gotta think. Is he just pacing himself right now?
LeBron James saying he will not miss President Trump as an NBA viewer.
Is he pacing himself right now? Or could this be Father Time finally knocking on the door? You got to think. 17 seasons, over 1,000 games played, over 1,000 playoff games played, over 100 scored, over 1,000 playoff points played. That's a you name it. That's a lot of wear and tear on his body, and he's 35 years old. Okay, he's 35 years old. We gotta face reality here. He's 35 years old. Last year he had a significant injury. He had a significant injury to where it limited him. I mean, his durability was his strong suit. His durability was his strong suit. And that was his strong suit. But for me, I starting to notice some glaring things that might be alarming. If I were a Lakers fan, he doesn't seem as explosive as he once was, and he doesn't seem like a strong finisher like he was, even as far as like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it was money. He was money going to the rim. He was money finishing at the basket. But now it seems like he's decisive going to the rim. I don't know, maybe because he doesn't want to go to the free throw line. He's not as explosive going to the rim. I don't know if, like I said before, I don't know if this is part of reasonable way to pace himself or something else is going on. I don't know. I mean, I can't really put my finger on it, number one. And number two, you got to think about the supporting cast. That supporting cast, you got to think. Maybe Avery Bradley wasn't a key card in that supporting cast, because you got to think, like, the rest of that supporting cast is not really all that. They got strong suits, but they only could do one particular thing good. Danny Green, if his shot is not falling, what does he bring to the table? Then you got Dwight Howard, who's way past his prime, who can't even jump 5 feet in the air, and basically is a hack machine now. He's basically a hack machine. And you got KCP. KCP is very inconsistent. KCP is very, very inconsistent. I mean, one game he'll go out and score like maybe 16. Next game you don't hear nothing from him. He's like non-existent.
Explain to me how you could do this to my dad.
Then you have Alex Caruso.
His wife.
Alex Caruso, I don't know what's going on with this guy. I mean, he can only do certain things right. And then you have him out there on the court.
If I tell you
and then,
story,
you know, after that,
you gotta promise me you'll hear me out.
After that, what does he bring to the table? Then you got J.R. Smith, who is just being J.R. Smith. He's just going through the motions, not really. I don't know what to expect from this guy. You don't know what to expect from this guy. Not game in and game out. Then Dion Waiters. I really thought Dion Waiters was going to be a boost, but it seems like to me, I don't know, man. He falls under a particular category. If he's not scoring, then he can't play defense. He can't defend at a high level. Given the minutes he's given, he can't defend at a high level. Then you've got Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is one of those young players who's, again, you don't know where his mindset is. You don't know where his mindset is. He could be hot one game, and then the next game, he can score 7 or 8 points and not even have an impact. So that supporting cast, it seemed like to me everything's relying on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis doesn't have a good game, and then the Lakers are in trouble. Because it seemed like to me, either LeBron is pacing himself or something major is going on. I mean, maybe he has an injury he hasn't disclosed yet, or maybe he's banged up or doesn't really want to disclose that. He doesn't want the media to know, because they're like, the media's like watchdogs anyway. The media's watchdogs anyway. They could take that and like run with it and say any damn thing. So, I don't know, man. This, I don't know. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm willing to bet they're pacing themselves and only going hard for certain games, but I don't know. They don't look too good right now. To be honest, no team looks good right now, but the Lakers in particular, they've just, I don't know, man. I'm not going to overreact and say, oh, they're in trouble, oh, the sky is falling, whatever, but there are some concerns. You'd be lying if you said you weren't concerned, you know? Is this support cast gonna come through, or are they gonna falter? You gotta ask that question. And is LeBron up for at least for another long playoff run? Is he up? Is he up to? For me, I don't know, man. This might be the back nine. This might be it. Because you got to think. Like I said, he's played 17 years, okay? And it's a whole lot of wear and tear on his body. The difference with him and Jordan was, Jordan played 7 years. Jordan played 7 years. Mike played 7 years. He retired and took a year and a half off. In a way, that kind of, when you think about it, that kind of helped him. That kind of helped him. And when he did come back, that first year back, he was rusty. He wasn't really in basketball shape. I know that may sound like an excuse, but it's legit. When you only play 17 games, you go straight into the playoffs. Normally, it's gonna be your game's gonna be kind of off. But a couple years after that, he won 3 more championships. But as you noticed, that last year when they won the 6th championship, I wouldn't say that was one of Jordan's worst seasons. But then again, that wasn't one of his best seasons either. I wouldn't put that up there with the first 3-peat or the first couple seasons he came back. You know? So, but for me, I don't know, man. This might be it. This might be it. Depending on what they look like the first couple rounds of the playoffs, and depending on who they draw. Thing is, if they draw Portland, I wouldn't be surprised if Portland get like maybe 1 or 2 games off. I'll give them one. But if they have to play, a team like Houston, I don't know about that, man. Because number one, Houston's more athletic. Houston's more quick to the ball. And then Houston has the guard play that can absolutely neutralize the Lakers' pick and roll. Can you imagine KCP, Alex Caruso, Dion Waiters, and J.R. Smith trying to guard Russell Westbrook and James Harden? I can't. Rajon Rondo, even if he does come back, he's not even going to be in shape. He's probably going to be even worse off. So, thing is, LeBron James, I'm not going to give him. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt in this regard, as they got the number 1 seed locked up. Basically, they're playing meaningless games. They played Houston tonight, and I just got to wonder, was that a strategy yesterday to lose that game? Are they using these seeding games as strategy to avoid Houston, put Houston in the Clippers side of the bracket, and then at least they can guarantee themselves a trip to the Western Conference Finals and go from there. But like I said, we'll see. I mean, LeBron's not going to be on top forever, okay? There's a lot of guys out here that's coming for that spot. And, I gave him the benefit of the doubt last year, but this year, I can't do it I can't do it no more if he comes up short again. I mean, if he doesn't produce at a high level this year, and he's in the playoffs and putting up these kind of numbers, then that might be it. And this might be where he's at his absolute end as far as being a dominant player in the league. Though, then again, I might be overreacting. This might be a whole overreaction. He might be pacing himself. He might be saving himself for when the real season starts. But tell me what everybody thinks.